Hi, it's Mel Power, and welcome to episode 6 of the Small Business Bouncing Back series brought to you by the Maitland Business Chamber. I've had a lot of amazing and super real conversations with leaders from our business community in Maitland over the last few weeks. And I'm really delighted to have not only these incredible business leaders, but also my friends here to chat today. Darren and Kim Monroe, and they have Aussie home loans, and they've pretty much been an institution in Maitland for quite some time now. And, you know, I know Kim from my early days in BNI when I was first starting one of my early bookkeeping businesses out here. So it is really a delight to be able to have you both on the show today. So please come on in, please turn your camera on, and we can have a chat. Cool.
Hi.
How are you both? It's great to have you here. So here's the question I open up every show with is, how are you?
We're still together.
Hashtag I saw you're still together.
Yeah, we've been working at home now for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Pretty much within 1.5 meters of each other or just over.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still going, so it's good.
That's good. That's always a good sign. So no fighting over computer mouses and stuff. You've all got your own space.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So your business is normally located in, is it Central Maitland now, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
We moved about 18 months ago, nearly 2 years ago, to 406 High Street.
Yep. Yeah. I think I still remember the day your shop opened. It was very exciting. It's beautiful.
It was very exciting.
Beautiful. I'm really glad that you both have popped in. And I guess one of the things that I've really been checking in with people as we've had these chats is really what you see are some of the biggest challenges that small businesses are facing in Maitland right now with everything that's going on within this current, not only health crisis, but also economic crisis.
My thoughts are there's so many small businesses in the mall itself with less walk traffic. A lot of them are older established businesses too, and some of the owners are older as well. So they're not that savvy with online.
Yeah.
So for those shops to go from walk-in traffic to online, I'm not sure how many of them are going to adapt to that quickly enough.
Yeah.
So I see that as a challenge for them.
Yeah, I agree. It is a big challenge. We've had Chris Burgess from Imagine Now IT and Craig McGregor talking about that very thing, and you know, businesses having to pivot the way that they're doing things at the moment. So it is a very, very hot topic. And Kim, what are your thoughts? What do you see as some of the big challenges that small business owners are facing?
On the cultural, the staff side of things is mainly keeping your staff informed of what's going on, ensuring them that everything's going to be okay. We're in this for the long haul. We want to retain our staff. Unfortunately, we had to let one go before we started working from home. It was really, really tough to do. Broke my heart, but the staff that we have got now, we need to reassure them and let them know that everything's going to be okay. We will get through this.
Yeah. That exactly what you just said, Kim. I every single guest that we've had as part of this series, there has been very much a common thread around people working together and making sure that you are okay. Even if you have got a situation where you're having to let your team go, there's still that friendship and that connection. It is tough. So, you know, it is hard, and you know, I'm sorry that you both have had to go through that. But you know, as you said, there is going to be, you know, something out the other side of this as well. I absolutely believe that. One of the things, and I'm going to get right into your area of expertise here. It's why I asked.
Didn't take long.
I guess one of the things that I'm seeing at the moment that a lot of small business owners and also their team members is the whole concept of mortgages, right? The process of navigating, what are your thoughts on people that are just going, well, I just don't know what to do? I mean, the obvious choice is, let's go and get what assistance is out there. But what are your thoughts on what people really need to look at to navigate this?
I think it's finding someone that you can trust to ask the questions and know the answer you're going to get is it's kind of the right thing for them, not for the person that's being asked the question. A lot of people will deal with a bank manager and the bank manager will move and they'll be left with somebody else, or the turnover of staff, and they don't know who they're going to deal with. So I guess if you find somebody that you can trust and ask questions, I guess that's what people are looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Trust is big, very big. And what about you, Kim? What are your thoughts there?
Pretty much the same as Darren. I think we need to reach out to our customers, especially now. Just a phone call to say, hey, how are you going? Are you okay? Do you need any help with anything? Just to let people know that we are there for them. We're still, even though our doors aren't open, we can still Skype, we can still FaceTime, interviews with people. We just need to let them know that we're there for them.
Yeah, it is. And that whole process of staying connected. So I think once you've established that trust and that connection, what's the next step of working out, well, hey, if I'm a business owner or, I've got maybe a commercial property or mortgage or residential mortgage, how do I navigate this? How do I potentially know what options are available for me?
There's two sides to it. There's financially what's best for the client situation, both for themselves personally and in their small business, but also working with the accountant to make sure that anything that they're looking to set up, whoever's doing the finance is setting it up the correct way for them.
Yeah.
Got to kind of work in unison so the best result comes back for the customer.
Yep. Have you got anything to add to that, Kim?
No, he's pretty much covered that one.
And so I know that everyone's going to be, this is the really, I think, question that's at the forefront of everybody's mind at the moment is, what effect do you think that the whole COVID-19 situation is going to have on property values? I guess in Maitland, obviously it's the first thing, but there might be people that have got properties that are outside of Maitland in other parts of Australia that may be, for investment purposes as well.
Property markets dictated for people that have equity and wanting to access equity for other things or restructure, kind of goes in a 6-month cycle. So comparative sales are what's required for restructuring of loans, for valuation of existing properties. On the market sales, if they drop, then the comparative sales aren't there when we look to restructure in the future.
Right.
Sales themselves are supported by a contract, so valuers will tend to have that as a document to back up their value.
Mm-hmm.
They need to find comparative sales data though, so it's a little bit unknown. No one's got a crystal ball. However, over the next 3 to 6 months, if the market stops, then the sales data is not going to be there.
Yeah.
So that's probably a biggest challenge moving forward. Not so much now, it's more the 3 to 6 months time after the event.
Yeah, and I think in the current market, in our area, properties may have dropped slightly, but they're pretty steady at the moment. I know they're dropping in some other areas around New South Wales, but at the moment in the Hunter Valley and the Maitland area, it's quite steady at the moment.
I think that's kind of everyone's thoughts at the moment. It's almost like we know that this has happened, but I think it seems to be, let's try and keep this kind of levelness through this. And like you're seeing, you know, obviously we're seeing, you know, wanting to see that levelness in the property market, but businesses that are pivoting to do trade in ways that they may not have done before to try and maintain that sense of levelness. And so I guess as we start to navigate through this, what sort of opportunities do you see for Maitland small businesses in particular at the other side of the whole COVID-19 situation?
I've noticed a lot of the businesses that have had to shut, as in hospitality, pubs, clubs, restaurants, some of those that have taken the initiative to do online and home delivery, I think if they can have those and keep them as part of their business after COVID-19, it's just another little arm they've got to generate some more revenue.
Mm.
So instead of just having people coming and sitting, they're now going to have some online stuff. They're going to have some home delivery stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just another little branch of their business that they can continue on with, hopefully.
Yeah. And so for Maitland itself, I mean, obviously sorry, Kim, I'll come back to that, is we've obviously got a community. Are you seeing that community come together? Because you're right in the mall, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes, there's been a lot of support between the shops in the mall. Darren said we've been working from home for nearly 2 weeks now. When we have to duck back into the office, there's a lot of, hi, how are you guys going, from the ones that are still open. But I think this is something like none of us have ever lived through before. And I think at the end of this, if we can see opportunities and have learnt something from this, then I think there will be a lot of new businesses at the end of all this. Yeah.
Yeah. So look, I really want to thank you both for popping in to have a chat. And I guess I kind of want to bring things to a close by asking you both if there's one piece of advice or one tip that you'd like to share with our small business owners and their teams that are watching today, what would it be?
Well, it's a common saying, we're all in this together. We just happen to have, or probably more so than me, but financially, I've got a fair bit of knowledge about the industry and what can and can't be done and the timing of things. And it's only a phone call or an email away. So don't be afraid to reach out.
Thank you.
Everything's confidential. So if it helps, it helps.
Yep. Actually, I'm going to say something there. I think one of the things we've had through this series is obviously we're interviewing people, and we had that are in small business, and Kristen Cable jumped on from KISS Marketing. We were talking about sales. And, you know, what I'm loving is that there is that genuine outreach in this time. But for any of you watching, I just have to tell you is that I went to Darren a little while ago now and said, you know, I'm building a house. I'm actually just about to take handover of it. And Darren said, no, our products aren't exactly what you need. You need to go here. Now, you didn't have to do that. But what I loved is that you thought about me as your client and had my best interest and the heart for me as another fellow community member. So thank you so much for doing that. And I love that you're continuing to extend that trust and that heart to people that are wanting support at this time. So what's the best way for people to get in touch with you, Darren?
We're still operating by our office phone line. We can answer them through the help of Imagine Now IT, another business chamber member. We have full remote access through our phones, our mobiles, to our office phone. So that office line, which is 49340555, is alive and well between 9 and 5. Or email maitland@aussie.com.au, and one of our team will get back to you as well.
Great. Thanks. We'll pop some links down below. And Kim, what are your thoughts or advice or suggestions to people that are watching today?
Look, stick by each other, like Darren said, and everyone says we're all in this together. We need to get through this together. We can't get through this on our own. We need to reach out and stand by each other, look after each other.
Awesome. There is one more thing I wanted to ask is for people that potentially might be in mortgage distress at the moment or are struggling to make ends meet, what are your advice and suggestions for what those people can do right now?
Same thing. Clients can ask me whether they're a lender that I deal with or not. I can usually let them know what they need to do, the questions they need to ask, what they're going to be asked of them, and some tips on, what's in the market. So if they're looking to stay with one of the lenders, one of the building societies we don't have, I can give them some rates that are around, and they can just try and match that under a hardship provision, see if they'll switch it just during times of hardship.
That's amazing advice, especially I think in the marketplace at the moment. The standard thing is just take a 6 months deferral, and sometimes that's maybe not always the best thing to do, but I love the fact that you've actually thought about something that maybe we wouldn't have thought about when dealing with these things, and being able to open up that conversation with your lender and have a chat is great. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you
plenty of time. It's all good. Here to help.
Thank you both so much. I'm so appreciative that you've come on to share your thoughts on things and also represent, that central part of Maitland, that community in the mall. I had my office there for a couple of years in my bookkeeping business as well. So it's a great spot. So thank you both. Stay safe and healthy. And I think what I've been saying on a lot of these shows, maybe we'll all see each other when the Mayball ball actually does happen. We can all get together.
That would be good.
I know. Thank you both so much. Have a great day, and we'll chat soon.
Mel.
Thanks, Mel. Thanks for the invite. Best of luck, everybody.